5 pairs of answers are coming to this Valentine's Day puzzle. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Unfortunately, no one is happy. Proper Valentine's Day, then. And it is your job to fix the situation. Each of the pairs is represented by a clue made up, which I assume is these partners, made up of 3 parts. A straight definition of a 2-word phrase, and 2 other clues, which may either be wordplay or a definition of one of the 2 words in the phrase. These 3 parts can occur in any order. After you solve the clues A to E, Debicare, thank you for the follow. After you solve the clues A to E, the second word of the phrase can be entered either across or down through its corresponding letter. I've highlighted those in blue, so A, B, C, D, and E, the partners, which I'm going to leave to the end, just as a heads up. Those go in the blue squares. Through its corresponding letter, the first word must be paired with a new partner, which will also form a common phrase. Upon successful completion of the grid, the shaded heart can be read clockwise from a location for the solver to describe what you were able to do, or describe what you were able to help them all to do. So I'm going to ignore those 3 rings because that is absolutely true. Thank you very much. So let me just... so what is it called? It's called Fix the Date. And it's by... Oh, it's by so many people. I mean 2, but it's too many characters. Fix the Date. Let's get it right. By Hayley, Gold, and Roger Wolff. Here we go. That's gone wrong. Go away. Woo! Hello, big text. It's like the 90s. Okay, let's start with the acrosses. I believe the acrosses and downs are all normal. So let's do the acrosses and downs. 3 across turns into very important hobos, according to Reverend Spooner. So allow me a first go. Don't shout at the answers. Do what Waterfall has very kindly done and put a G or a GOT in the chat and the clue that you've got. I have not got it. Turns into very important VIP. Oh, hang on. Very important hobos according to morphs. So this is going to be a spoonerism. So very important. So big cheese, chigbees. Not sure. I'm actually going to not ask you. I'm going to come back on these. I'm going to have a go for a few clues and then I'll come back for a bit. 8. Monk shot babe. Poor pig, what has it done? There is, of course, the whole Babe Ruth thing. You could look at it like that. I'm choosing it to mean Babe the Pig in the City. Is there an Ebba? Is there a monk called an Ebba? Because that's an anagram of Babe. So if there's an Ebba, please do let me know. It's an anagram of Babe, but I can't... It's the only anagram that feels right. There isn't. Oh well. Ebab. Abba? Good evening, Warble J. You're not on the telly tonight. Our lives are a little bit darker for it. Take a week off, why don't you? Is it Abba? Please tell me if it's Abba or not. Sounds Abba. Okay, good. We will go for Abba. I'll put that in the grid then. Not religious French. Mexican shells shredded coat. Mexican shells shredded coat. Yes, happy with that. I'll give that a few seconds. Caroline's got this. Caroline, what do you think this is? And Warble J, he of the debuggers. Evening, Stephen. Evening to everyone who's joined me since the start. Taco is correct. It's an anagram of coat. Anagram of coat. Mexican shell. Not the armament type, but what have I done? I've put Abba in the wrong place. That's what I've done. Right. 10. Starts to learn about Oriental language. Okay, I've got an idea. Pretty sure it's right, so I'll give you a few seconds. Is it Lao? I think it's Lao. Those are the starting letters of learn about Oriental, and that feels like a language. Yep. Possibly Vietnamese, maybe? A style of Vietnamese language or something? Or even in Laos. I'll allow it. Arch. Have a rib shot. Language of death. Would make... Or Laotian. Who knows? Put the kibosh on catching red crustaceans. Crabs. I want crabs. I want the answer to be crabs anyway. If you put catching red is R, and there's an R in crabs. But cabs is not put the kibosh on, so you stop. If you stop something and then you put an R in that, you get strop. Those are not crustaceans. Okay, I'm going to come back to that one then. I'm going to have a go on some of these other clues first. Am out of the US for Jong. Am out of the US for Jong. Oh, okay. I'm assuming there's an Erica. Indeed, Caroline. We all love crabs anyway. How many legs does a crab have? Discuss amongst yourselves. I assume there's an Erica John because you've got America. Take Am out of it and you get Erica, an author. Good. Is it an astrological crab? That is the correct answer. Is it an astrological crab? There was an only connect thing. Long debate that happened in a questions meeting that subsequently didn't make it onto the show, but then it needed to be brought up. Time to let up on Badger. Time to let up on Badger. I've got this one. 15 across. Got this one. These clues are not too bad so far. Waterfall, Hologrow, Warble, J. Crabs. Take a look at an astrological crab. An astrological crab has 6 legs. So there was a debate as to how many legs a crab has. And the question was about astrological animals, so it was accepted. But anyway, are the pincers crabs? Do they count? Anyway, type 15 in the chat if you've got it. Yes, Caroline, this is me. We all know astrology is also incredibly hyper accurate as well in all aspects. Yes, I tease, T for time, let up you ease, and if you badger someone, you tease. The next one is B, or at least part of that, or something like that. 16 and 17. 16 and 17 on this row. Cover. Polka dots. Couldn't agree more. In fact, that's as I was saying to Victoria Corin Mitchell. I have no other way of interacting with people, but only through the joys of Only Connect. No, it's not true. Cover the highlights of leader in a marathon running the wrong way. I feel like recap something. Yes, it's recap, isn't it? I have surprised myself here. It is, if you cover the highlights or something, it's a recap. The leader of a marathon, leader's not quite the right word, but leader is not a bad term. It's a pacer. A pacer, you'll get the 2-hour person, who is, of course, incredibly fit. You'll get the 7-hour person, who is me, going, still not sure I can make it. But that's backwards. So pacer backwards, running the wrong way. You get recap, so I'm happy with that. We'll put that one in. Pinned to mangled extremity. Pinned to mangled extremity. Is that... Yes. Yep. Okay. Got this one. Warble J has it. Ask your mother, Caroline. How many legs does a crab have? And ask her, does she count the little clawy things? Warble J Waterfall. What do you think 17 is? I just like that sound. A little bit of ASMR. Oh, not if I do that. It is endpoint. It is an anagram of pinned to. You could tell I'm in a good mood because I got that clue. I'm talking about crabs. Endpoint. There we go. It's an anagram of pinned to, mangled, and an extremity is an end point. Half a truck. Half a truck. Half a truck. That's not a clue. That's just a... Half a truck. Not a clue. No. 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 Not... Absolutely no idea. You're getting it. That's fine. I'm going to trundle on. 21. Make a joint for fighter missing 1. Make a joint for fighter missing 1. Make a joint for... Got it. Thank you, Waterfall. That I wasn't looking at the chat. I wasn't. Okay, 20 I've got. It's a semi. Well done if you got a semi at home. Make your joke. A truck in the US is, of course, semi, and half of something is semi. Semi-final is, of course, half the final. Quarter-final is worth quarter of the final. That's how these things work. If you go to tennis match and it's on a quarter-final, you have to play on a quarter of the court. That is how these things work. But 21, make a joint for fighter missing 1. Knight, like a duelist. I've got it. I've got it. Solder. If you make a joint for you solder something, and it's a soldier missing 1, I think it's solder. I shall solder on regardless and put that in. 24. End of Los Angeles Street. End of Los Angeles Street. This is fairly straightforward. Sensei is... I'm going to say that Sensei has got a big lag. And not be insulting to him in any way, shape or form. Not... I'm assuming if you solder something, that's a joint. But... okay, type 24 in the chat if you've got it. I hope you agree with solder anyway. You can solder a joint. Fair enough. Last. Yep, absolutely. LA for Los Angeles Street is ST, and that is the end of something. Last. Macho host, wouldn't know what one of those is, stifles exclamation of laughter. Ha ha! Or rather, ho ho! It's a hidden. It's a hidden. It's literally hidden in macho host. We say soldier. We say soldier, sort of with a j sound. Macho host literally hides ho ho. But that's C, so it gets entered here. 29. Put footwear on and roll on the lawn around hospital. Ah, right, yes. Yep. Evening catnip. Go for 29 if you've got it. We're moving fairly well today, which makes a change. Some of these varieties that I get, they're not ridiculous level, they're not listener level, because frankly we wouldn't cope. But this is definitely on the softer side, which is good. It is indeed shod. It is sod. Thank you for not saying that bit. Because Nightbot, or you'll probably get auto-modded. Naughty 90 Nightbot. If you... a roll on the lawn is literally a sod. It is a roll of grass around hospital for H. If you put shoes on, you are shod. That is D. So this one is 31. Foolish people. No, not you too, fucking... No! Unless it isn't actually ABBA, in which case you're all confusing me. You got ice cream churning, very nice. I had an Eton mess earlier. I chopped up some strawberries, some meringue nests, in which little baby meringues, of course, lay their eggs, meringue nests, and some vanilla ice cream, mixed them all together. It's lovely. Foolish people start to taunt comics. So I feel like foolish people must be sort of S, and then we've got the start to taunt is then T, and then we've got comics. Oh, Caroline. It's dead easy to make in that you just put them in a bowl. It's tasty as well. And because it's got fruit in it, healthy. Just like wine is healthy. Not getting 31. Foolish people. Oafs, asses. Start to taunt is T. Comics. Comics. Wits. If you're a comic, you're a wit. And Hologrow is exactly right. I would have felt like a twit. So there we go. You go in there. 32. Okay, yes, happy with this one. Rialto, almost penniless. Rialto, almost penniless. Hey, Benny Holmes, thank you for the follow. Good evening. Hope you're well. Bloody Violet, what is this? 32. Tell me. I'll tell you it starts with a B. You tell me all the other letters. It's a broker who's a realtor. Almost penniless, so take off the last letter of broker to get broke. Penniless. Yeah. 4 letters. Season with a seasoning, they say. Fall, autumn, spring, winter, fine, no. If you season, it's salt. If you season something, you salt, and a seasoning is also salt with I don't like that, so I don't think it's that. No. Gonna move on. 34. Trains Eagles starter instead. It is an American puzzle. And despite the Valentine's Day theme, it was released in a book that was not out at Valentine's Day. So it was just part of a larger collection of puzzles. So why it's the fact it wasn't released in February, but it may as well have been. Trains Eagles starter. Oh right, yes. Got this one. I have seen the part that you're talking about in particular. I've seen this in British Crosswords. It's fine. I think you need to know a healthy bit of Chicago if you are a UK crossworder, and cricket, of course, but mostly Chicago. Arch, Waterfall, Hologrow, and Stephen, go for it. So, the elevated trains in Chicago is known as the L's, so the trains are L's. Eagles starter is E, and you get else, which means instead. Okay, and 35. I hope you don't mind me not coming back to all these. I'm going to let you fill basically everything in on a second pass. Florida athletes limo seen in need of repair. Is it an anagram of limousine? Well, an anagram of limousine is limousine. Florida athlete, Gato. Isn't that a gator? Miami Heat? Hurricanes? I thought it was the Gators. So, is it an anagram of limousine? Okay. I need a different piece of paper. It's a tough one to guess. Right. I will do this then. It's an anagram of oil seaman. But it's not going to be that. That is not the anagram I am looking for. Is it? Oh, is it the something men? Seminole. Right, okay. Thank you very much, Sensei. I'm assuming it's Seminole then. Cool, good. Well, it's interesting. We've had Semi and Seminole in the same puzzle. Okay, so that's the acrosses. Let's have a look at the downs. So that is A, so we'll come back to that. 1 is here, though. That is where 1 is. Talk show host modelled in robe. Okay, happy with this one. You need to be a bit of a barbarian to know the answer to this one. I don't know why Hologrow said Coco. There's something I've missed something there. So please do tell me. I've just realised that the top half of me blends into my my chair, doesn't it? I'm just a floating head. Oh, Coco is his nickname. I did not know that. It is Conan O'Brien, anagram of in robe. Didn't know that. 3 letters for 2 down. Thank you for putting me out of your misery. It's very rare that you do that. I'm sure you'll make it up. According to the Cockney, he will fish. According to the Cockney, he will fish. Got any Cockneys in the crowd here? Type it in the chat. I know you know it. I know you've got this. Eel. Eel. Hello, hello. I like a good Ruby Murray curry on my plates of meat. No, hang on. 32. Crazy swingers. Crazy swingers. Plates of feet. It's good enough, isn't it? I hereby petition that we should mix up Cockney rhyming slang so that it's the apples and stairs, which now means pears instead. Oh, have you got any apples and stairs cider? Have you got any, I hereby commend this to the house. Crazy swingers. Oh, I've got an idea, but I'm not entirely sure what it is. So Benny Holmes, Meredith and Warble Joes, you've got it. Oh, really, Warble? Oh, well, there we go. Type it in the chat. I'm going to see if you also type bats, because if you're crazy, you're bats. Is a bat a swinger because of a cricket bat? No! Gonna have to get him a little jar. A little jar. For every time he does it, he has to put a penny in, a cent in, and then at the end of one of my streams, he'll donate it all to dolphins. So you swing a bat. Yeah, okay. But absolutely not because of a cricket bat. Possibly because of a baseball bat. Fine. Yes, I will take that. I will allow that. Yeah, that's fine. 4 down. Listening to musical notes made hollow. Listening to musical notes made hollow. That's good, Foxy, because you were nearly struck off my list there. Nearly. Musical notes made hollow. Made hollow is probably Emmy. We know that it is 5 letters and that it's something O-R, something D. So it's got to be... I've got it, but only because of the Wheel of Fortuning, actually. Benny Holmes, good evening. Hello, Benny. We haven't met. I hope you're well. What do you think 4 is? Let me know. Let's give this one to Benny. I'm assuming it starts with C in my book, and I'm hoping that Benny's does too. Yes, I've got chord as well, because it sounds like chord, C-H-O-R-D, which are musical notes. Thank you for the follow, Hannah. Watermelon. Chord. And if you core something, you make it hollow, I guess, by removing its core. 5 down. Spectacles around Hawaii State. It's got to be around Hawaii. Spectacles. Around Hawaii State. Hawaii State is H-I. Or it could just be around Hawaii. Because it's going to go here. You're all getting it. I'm not getting it. Irritating. Spectacles. Ship. Shin. Whip. Oh, that is good. Spectacles is O-O. Of course it is, because it looks like a pair of spectacles. Around Hawaii, H-I, and you get a state of Ohio. That's lovely. That's lovely. I do wear glasses, actually. I do wear glasses, Meredith, but not for seeing up close. And this, frankly, is as close as you're ever going to get. So, I need it for far-sighted stuff, but I'm not that bad. Karomov Major. Karomov Major. Marco? It's going to be Marco? It's going to be Marco? Why is it Marco? Good. No, that was entirely right. Every time I say Marco. So is it an anagram of Karom? I know, macro. Yes, like macroeconomics. You've got microeconomics and you've got macroeconomics. Yeah, that's fine. So macro means major. Happy with that. Okay. Well, we've got better half appearing in the heart so far, so that's quite fun. Well outside of Santa Fe. Well outside of Santa Fe. A well is a spring, or well could be so. Oh, is it going to? Oh. Blue. Macro. Blue. I like that. That's good. Well outside of Santa Fe. Is it a hidden? Don't think it's a hidden. Is it Hale? Hale? Santa Fe is in New Mexico. That does not help me. Is it Hale? Not Hale. I'm going to come back to it then. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let you have a think. Don't shout it in the chat. I know you've got it, but I'll come back to it. 10 down. Where is 10 down these days? Where is it hiding? Here we are. Well, no, that's the previous clue. Boy, I would start to act pretentious. That's la-di-da just from the lettering. So boy is lad. I'd start to act a la-di-da. Well, la-di-da indeed. 12. Yearn for shelled Chinese fruit. Yearn for shelled Chinese fruit. Where's 12? Okay, well, I have it based on the letters. I think it must be itch. But what's the Chinese fruit? A lychee. Lardy frickin' dar was a recent answer in the New York Times crossword. It was a great crossword answer, absolutely. A lychee? Really? Surely that's Lychee. At least that's how I spell it. Is it a lychee? Really? It's got to be itch. It's got to be itch. That may be a US UK thing. 13. Where are we with 13? Okay. The French friend comes back for piece of clothing. Okay, fair enough. We will take it. The French, la. Don't know where Roblet is. He's in Reading. That I do know. The French, la. Friend comes back. Oh, no, it's not quite that, is it? No, it's le, because everything is going to come back. Type it in the chat if you think you got this one. The definition is a piece of clothing, and it's a lapel, which you are now typing in the chat furiously. Because it's le pal. It's le pal, all reversed. The French is le pal is friend, coming back. No! Reminder, block sensei. And then a lapel is a piece of clothing. 18 across. Poor Maybury boy eats a third of the classic frozen dinner. Where's 18 these days? Where's you hiding? 18, here we are. Poor Maybury boy eats a third of the classic frozen dinner. I have a feeling there's Americana in here. Americana. That I just don't know. So I'm going to run away from that so quickly. So American, says Meredith. Yes, I think so. 19. Okay. Delves into peachy jobs for auditors. Delves into peachy jobs for auditors. Delves into. Peachy jobs, cushy, a plum. It's a plum. Yeah, there we go. Plum. It sounds like plum. So a plum job, Plum, and if you delve into something, you plumb the depths. The B is silent. It is. There's nothing worse than a silent B. That was my impression of a silent B. Everybody, plums. 21 down. Who's confused by Maine and Missouri's motto? 21. Okay. Who's confused? Anagram of who's. And then Maine must be ME. And Missouri's motto is show me, I assume. I'm quite happy with that. Fair enough. The show me state. Okay. 22. Scrubbing result. Scrubbing result. Lasted, listed, losted, lusted. Laster, luster. B, C, D, H, I, J, K, L, M. Listen. So luster, Luster. Bit of a weak clue if that is the case, but luster. Fair enough. Look embarrassed in Republican paradise hanging around Democrat. Okay, that'll be a red den, I assume, but maybe not. Look embarrassed. You redden. Republican. Oh, R and Eden. And then another D for the Democrat is in there. So redden. Because a Republican paradise could be a red den, I think. So I think you could have had that. But anyway, okay. 25. It's mindful to hide in guerrilla war environment. It's my favourite. It's my favourite. It's aware. It's literally hidden in there. It's literally hidden in guerrilla war environment. Aware. No one asked me what particular clue 7 down was, by the way, so I didn't get my can out. And that is the only reason he says, finding his can. There we go. It's on standby. Right, there we go. We'll come back to it. Next clue. Tiny piece of a turkey. Tiny piece of a turkey. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that's quite good. 26 down. I did forget it, Stephen. You've got me. I might have forgotten it. Hologrow has this one. Go for it, Hologrow. If you've got a tiny, very incredibly tiny piece of something, you would. It's A is A. A male turkey is a tom. Absolutely. Is it? I thought it was a boar for some reason, but I guess no. Atom. Atom is atom. A turkey is a tom. An A is A. Oh, I didn't even see you. Didn't even see it. Sorry, Stephen. 28. Cartoon bus man not to drop off the last of children. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. Merlin, I am horrendously apologetic. I'm so sorry. Please accept my can-based forgiveness. Type 28 in the chat if you got this one. I'm going to put Otto in whilst you do that. It's a Simpsons reference. It's not to, but take off the last of the children, which is N. You get Otto. Did I say type 28 in the chat? Because Polka Dots has just put 28. Where does 28 go? It goes. Sorry, I should have said here. So my labelling is slightly tricky because we've got these A, B, C, D, and E represented by these blue squares, which we're going to come to in a second. But 28 is here. So 20. No, is that it? Is that it? No, 30. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. So 30 goes Here. A pecker's circumcised when? Oh, dear. My word. Type the answer to question 30 if you would like to in the chat. If you think you got it. I think it's hen. Yeah, it's when with its top taken off. Yeah, which makes hen. No, I said the answer to clue 30 if you would like to in the chat. There was more to it. Get on it. 39. Why have I got that? 39 can't be right. No, 39. That's an old crossword. These are all. Oh god, these are clues to an entirely separate crossword that we've already done. So we could have been there for a while. So let's have you lot helping me out. So you lot can now all tell me 3 across turns into very important hobos according to Rev Spooner. Ooh, what type of curry, Sensei? So that's becomes. Why is it becomes? Becomes key bums. Key bums. Oh dear. Okay, yep. Fine. 11. Put the kibosh on. So that's got to be kill. Catching red. There's your R for crabs. Krill is your crustaceans. What else have we not got? Is that it for the acrosses? I think that might be it. So it's just the downs. Or is that it? No, 18. Okay, Americana, please. If you... and 33, sorry. Season with a seasoning, they say. Okay, please tell me. Tame? No, time. Oh, that's good. Okay, time is a period of time is literal season, and a seasoning THYME. So Opie is a Maybury boy. Okay. So he eats. So poor must be P. Maybury boy eats A. Popey? Pot pie, thank you. What? OP eats a third. Or a third of the. Ah, right. So T is 1/3 of the. Put that in OP. Poor is P, and we get a pot pie. Okay. And I think that's pretty much everything. So we've got these clues that we still need to deal with, of course. So we've got to 5, in fact, pairs of things to do. So let's have a look at A. So these clues, they're in 3 parts. One is a straight definition to a 2-word phrase. The other 2 parts are clues to the 2 individual words, but the 3 parts can come in any order. So we could get A, B, B, A, where A, B is together, and then B, and then A. So bear that in mind. Oh, I'm missing a... Literally forgetting 7 down. Well outside Santa Fe. Oh, it's safe. What is 7 down? Well, if this is 7 up, then that is 7 down. Hooray! Literally forgetting it. The outside of Santa is S-A. The first and last letters of Santa are S and A. Fe is F-E. And a well is a safe. So there we go. So there are 3 parts to each of these. So here is clue A. The solver of this puzzle, figuring around the speed of light with a Sharpie, for example, missing the third. The solver of this puzzle, figuring around the speed of light with a Sharpie, for example, missing the third. Okay, so there's 3 parts to that. Speed of light C, Sharpie's a pen or a marker. A marker missing the third, so it could be M-A... It's maker. Something maker. A Sharpie's a marker. Missing the third. The R is its third letter. Take that out. You get maker. So we've got maker. So we've got maker is either the first or second half of the two-word phrase. The solver of this puzzle, is it going to be peacemaker? Figuring. Okay, good, Catus. Don't. Obviously, yeah. The solver of this puzzle is indeed me. Around the speed of light. Usually it's the letter C, but it could be. Me will be the solver of the puzzle, though. Figuring. Me. Figuring. Moneymaker. It's moneymaker, I think. We do. It's Hayley Gold and Roger Wolff, but maybe it's relevant. It's not. Okay, I'm going to come back to A. Come back to that. But I feel like it's I feel like it's maker that would be going down there. So here is B. So we've got order as one of the halves, by the looks of it. My one odd neighbour, missing the first, non-cash payment. So something order feels like the definition, the two-word definition. He's not here. It's disappointing, Meredith. My one odd. Hang on. That one is money. My one odd. That's money. That's an anagram of my one. That's money. Neighbour. Border. So it's a money order. Money order is that one. So we've got. So just to break that clue down, just to explain it, my one odd, that is one part of the clue, that is relating to money. Neighbour missing the first, that is border minus B, that's order, that is the second part, and then non-cash payment is the third part of the clue, which is a strict definition of the whole thing, money order. These can appear in any order as well, just to completely confuse things. So don't know what's going on, but let's have a look at the heart, because maybe the heart will help us. We've got better half end up with their better half. So money is going to, that we're swapping. Oh goodness, money is moving over to there with maker. So we know we've got money order, but that goes to money maker. So we know that's going to be an order. Okay. Land emigre enters is surrounding okay. So this is C, which goes. Well, that looks like light. Yes, night light, doesn't it? That's what it is going to end up as. If you land, you light. Emigre enters is surrounding okay. I'm not quite getting it. An emigre is an emigrant. Something enters is surrounding okay. Oh, is it a hidden? Oh, it's a hidden. It's green light. Green is literally hidden. in emigre enters. It's surrounding it. And if you OK something, you give it the green light. So green is going to go down here instead. And that looks like greenhouse. So let's take a look at E, because one of these should be house. To pursue a date. In a place for a suit and some legwear, grabbing Beau's rear end. So some legwear is hose, grabbing Beau's rear end. That's the letter U. That is house. Courthouse. To pursue a date, you court. And then a courthouse is a place for a suit and some legwear. So we've got court order there instead. So there we go. That's all coming together nicely. How are we doing? Billy, under the weather. So this is D. Steak match? No. Stick. Match stick. That's what that's got to be from the Wheel of Fortune. So that's match stick. Billy, under the weather, takes bit of Tom's poor thing. So that's got to be matchmaker. And this has got to be stick. Something stick or stick something. And I'm trying to... Money stick? Match stick? Make a stick? What word haven't I used? I can't see it. See. Night. Night stick. Right. Okay. Why is it nightstick? A Billy is a nightstick. Okay. Yes. Under the weather... Takes bit of Tums. Sick with T in. That's stick. Poor thing is an anagram of thing. Night. And there we go. So we have these 5 phrases. This is quite cute. Matchmaker, money order, green light, nightstick and courthouse. They all have a little bit of a rearrangement amongst themselves. And we get money maker. You can't see this that I'm typing this on. Let's just put... come on. Oh. Ugh. Let's not do that then. But we get money maker, court order, greenhouse, nightlight, and matchstick. That's lovely. That's lovely. And figuring around the... so math is indeed the mathematics, and then around the speed light, which is C, get a match for that. And then the solver of this puzzle, we are literally matchmakers. And they are indeed, as the heart says, ending up with their better half. And that is fix the date. We are fixing all 5 of those dates. That was a lovely little thing. Not too tricky. Lovely little payoff. Really enjoyed that, actually. Those 5 phrases. Just all sort of clunked together really nicely.